In recent years, social media and online forums have been flooded with sensational headlines claiming that a missing passenger plane mysteriously reappeared after 37 years, with all passengers alive and well. The story often cites Pan Am Flight 914, said to have vanished in 1955 only to land unexpectedly decades later. While it sounds like something straight out of the Twilight Zone, the real question remains: is this incredible story fact or fiction? The short answer is fiction. But the reasons why it persists reveal a lot about the power of storytelling, misinformation, and our fascination with the unexplained. The viral story. The most common version of the tale goes like this. On July 2, 1955, Pan American World Airways Flight 914 departed from New York bound for Miami. Somewhere along the route, the aircraft vanished from radar without a trace. Despite extensive searches, no wreckage or survivors were found. Then, 37 years later, on September 9, 1992, the same plane allegedly appeared on radar over Caracas, Venezuela. Air traffic controllers were stunned when the pilot radioed in, apparently unaware that decades had passed. The aircraft landed, the passengers were alive and seemingly unchanged, and the plane quickly took off again, disappearing into the sky. It's an irresistible mix of mystery, time travel, and human drama, perfect for viral sharing. Origins and tabloid fiction. While the legend has been shared as real news online, it actually began in the pages of Weekly World News, a U.S. supermarket tabloid famous for publishing outrageous, fictional stories during the late 20th century. First appearing in the late 1980s and reprinted multiple times in the 1990s and 2000s, the article about Flight 914 was never intended as factual reporting. Weekly World News specialized in entertaining tall tales. Think Bat Boy found in cave, or Alien endorses U.S. president. Readers of the time understood these were works of fiction, but in the age of social media, the satirical context often gets lost. Why the story feels believable. Even though the claim is false, several elements make it sound plausible to those unfamiliar with its tabloid roots. Aviation disappearances do happen. Real-life mysteries like Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 or the disappearance of Amelia Earhart give the myth a sense of possibility. Time travel fascination. Movies and shows like Manifest, The Langoliers, and Lost have primed audiences to imagine planes slipping into alternate timelines. Credible-sounding details. By naming a real airline, Pan Am, and providing specific dates, the story gains an air of legitimacy, even without supporting evidence. Visual reinforcement. Fake news articles and YouTube videos often include doctored photos of planes, airport control towers, or newspaper headlines to make the claim feel authentic. Debunking the claim. Multiple independent fact-checkers have examined the story and found zero evidence to support it. No flight records. Pan Am's official records contain no flight numbered 914 on the dates claimed. There's no accident report, disappearance log, or aviation authority record matching the details. No passenger manifests or eyewitness accounts. In the real world, such an event would have generated massive international coverage and detailed investigation reports, not complete silence. Photographic proof is fabricated. The images used in viral posts are either stock photos of DC-4 aircraft or staged images from unrelated events. Tabloid source. Snopes.com, AFP Fact Check, and PesaCheck have all traced the story back to Weekly World News, confirming it was a work of fiction. Psychology of why it spreads. Understanding why people believe and share such myths is key to combating misinformation. Emotional appeal. The idea of long-lost loved ones suddenly returning alive triggers a powerful emotional response. Fear and mystery. Disappearances are unsettling and unexplained events capture attention. Hope and wonder. Many wish for miraculous outcomes, making them more open to believing extraordinary claims. Confirmation bias. People already interested in paranormal or conspiracy theories may see the story as proof of their beliefs. Similar urban legends. The Flight 914 myth isn't unique. Other legendary tales include Flight 19 and the Bermuda Triangle, a group of U.S. Navy planes that disappeared in 1945, inspiring decades of speculation. The vanishing village of João Verde, a supposed Brazilian town where all inhabitants mysteriously disappeared. Time slip stories, anecdotes of people jumping through time, often centered on transportation or travel. These stories survive because they tap into the same human love of mystery and the unknown. Real missing plane cases. While Flight 914 is fiction, history is full of genuine aviation mysteries. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370, 2014. Disappeared over the Indian Ocean with 239 people on board. Flying Tiger Line Flight 739, 1962. Lost over the Pacific with 107 passengers and crew, never recovered. Amelia Earhart, 1937. The pioneering aviator vanished over the Pacific during her around-the-world attempt. These true cases show that aviation mysteries do exist, but they are grounded in verifiable evidence, unlike the Flight 914 tale. The role of fact-checking. The Flight 914 legend highlights why fact-checking is essential in the digital age. A story that began as intentional fiction has been recycled as fact by countless websites, YouTube channels, and social media posts. Without critical thinking and credible sources, fictional entertainment easily transforms into viral misinformation. Resources like Snopes, AFP Fact Check, PesaCheck, and Aviation History Archives are vital for verifying claims before sharing them. Conclusion. The claim that a missing plane reappeared after 37 years with all passengers alive is 100% fictional, a tabloid invention that has taken on a second life in the era of social media. While the story is untrue, its persistence reveals much about human psychology and the way myths evolve online. Our fascination with the mysterious, combined with a tendency to trust anything presented with convincing detail, makes urban legends like Flight 914 surprisingly durable. In the end, the tale serves as both entertainment and a cautionary reminder. Not everything you read online, no matter how intriguing, has a basis in reality. Sources: Snopes.com, Flight 914 reappears 37 years later? AFP Fact Check, story of plane reappearing after decades is myth. PesaCheck.org, false claim on vanishing and reappearing plane. Wikipedia, Pan Am Flight 914.